My name is Mike Fiesel. Live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 72 years old. I've had the fortune of having pretty good jobs in my life. I've been in management and sales. In 1996, one of my salesmen came to me and said, "Hey, I want you to look at something." Well, it was a network marketing company, and I looked at the information, made sense to me, joined the company, found out that Bob Reed was the originator of the Baton Rouge group, and we started earning coins, started making money. I was a happy camper, and we stayed involved with that company for several years, and it was really nice. I went back into sales, and in 2008, I had a little problem with my boss. He wanted to cut my pay $30,000 a year, and I didn't like it too good, so I quit. And since 2008, I've been doing absolutely nothing. And I try not to start that till about 9 in the morning. So about a year ago, a friend that I knew from that first company called me and said, "Mike, we've got something new. I want you to take a look at a video." I did look at the video. It was great information. I called him back. He said, "Look, you know George. Call George, get with him, and he'll explain the whole system to you." So I said, "Well, okay." Came over to see George. He explained the system to me, told me that Bob was in it, in his upline, and I already knew Bob from before, where he taught us a system to earn checks, earn coins, make money, and I've been in it. I joined immediately, and I am now happy to report that I'm earning money at 7KMetals. So I'm looking forward to the future. I'm excited about the earning potential, and I want to share it with my family and friends, and I'm ready to go.
My name is Bobby Baggett. I own a fire extinguisher business since middle of 2014. I've tried several marketing companies before, network marketing. One company made only about $150. I spent probably about 20 times that. Another company I made only about $50, but I spent about 10 times that. But I found out about the 7KMetals from David King, and sounded like a great opportunity, a great product, a great investment. And I've already made one check. I'm about to make another one. My wife is in the business with me as well. She's about to make her first check, and we're looking forward to many more. Come join us.
Hello, I'm David King. I came to know 7KMetals a couple of years ago. I retired from UPS 2008, and now I'm looking at building a business of my own, not have to worry about being told what to do and not to do. But I've learned through Woodrow Venable and Bob Reed showing me how to go about this business. I made several 500s. I'm in the process of making another one. My wife just made another 500 herself. We're excited building this business. We'd love to have y'all come aboard.
Hi, I'm Andy Bernard. I had the good fortune once upon a time to have co-written a song called "Judy Disguised with Glasses," which was the #1 song around the world. Because of that song, I had a residual income for a while, because when it gets airplay and sales, you make money off of that. Now, when right at first, I wasn't making a lot, so I had to make extra income, and I checked out a few multi-level marketing companies. And at that time, and through the years, I've checked out a whole bunch of other network marketing companies, and none of them worked for me. So one day, my brother Tom called me, and he said, "You got to see that. I want you just come to this. I want you to come, Tom. Just come to the meeting. Just come." And because it was my brother, I said, "Well, okay, I'll come." So Bob Reed was there, and he showed me about 7KMetals, and he showed me the system. And when I saw the system, I said, oh, this is great. I have to get into this. And I immediately signed up. Now, I've been in 7KMetals for 2 years. I've made $4,500. 500 was just last week. And let me tell you what, this is the first company I've ever made any money with, and I love it. I love it. If I can do it, so can you.
Great.
I'm Dr. Cantwell, but I had a first name a long time before I had a terminal degree, and it's Marilyn. I was introduced to network marketing through a gentleman I'm working with, and he's a friend of Bob Reed's. So I listened to the story one day in Bob's office, and I decided I can do this, but I want to know more about it. So I sat, I've listened, I've been in it for 2 years, and I'm about ready to cycle another check. So I'm excited. But I'm also wanting to help other people do the same thing, because I think the membership to buy gold and silver at cost and bullion is important to people as they build a retirement, preserving wealth, and just enjoying their life in retirement.
Super.
My name is Cecil Cavanaugh. I've got an MBA and a CPA. I'm 73 years old and working with 7KMetals to earn a little more money for retirement. I made the mistake years ago of going bankrupt because I was in too much real estate in 1989, and it took me 15 or so years to get over that. I didn't realize that at the time, but I wasn't doing much of the retirement, and I've gone through a couple of divorces, and but I'm now I've worked with Bob on another company, and when he told me about this company, I didn't take anything. I came listened the first evening and signed up that evening, as did a bunch of other people under Tom Bernard and George. We had all done this kind of before with another company, but this 7KMetals, in my research, is the best multi-level marketing or direct sales company out there. The way they do your compensation and the fact you can have one strong leg over another, you don't realize it at first, but it eventually sinks in that you've really got some residual income waiting for you to get out and make some sales and get the money. And I have been in the company, I guess, about 2.5 years to 3 years, almost 3 years. No, I guess about 2.5. And but I've really only started working on it. Marilyn and I decided after last year's tax season, which is October 15th of last year, let's get serious with 7KMetals more than we have been. So I think we both started working on it more, and I've earned a check about $500 a month since then. And I'm building up a team, and after May 15th, which I'll have another period that I can work on 7KMetals, and I hope to build a bigger team and start making more money per month or per week. So that's the good news about this. Another thing about this too, you can do it on your own schedule. You can either do it full-time or you can do it part-time. I've been doing it part-time as I can do it without turning loose of my CPA business, and it is working out, but I hope for it to work out better, and I look forward to doing this. And you're also, I would say that if you get involved with 7KMetals, you're going to be involved with some of the most positive people you run into in your lifetime.
My name is Rod Richard. About 2 months ago, I went to luncheon and I met a gentleman named Bob Reed. He asked me to go have coffee with me, and we looked at something he showed me, He showed me 7KMetals. I understood it, and it made sense. I joined. I've been in the business for 2 months. I'm making money. I've always been in construction for the last 4 decades. These hands have seen $500 million go through them, and I have nothing for retirement. Because of 7KMetals, I am now building a future retirement for my life and my family. And I also have some precious metals that have really turned out to be great for me.
Yes.
A good night.
Hello, my name is David Brewer. I'm retired from a local utility company. Spent about 45 years with them, and they gave me a little retirement. I've got Social Security, praise God for that. But I need more. I need an extra to take care of the things that my wife and I need, and for our grandchildren. We've got a new great-grandchild now, too. So praise God for that. But this business came along. I saw it. I see what it has potential for. 2.5 years ago, I got in. I've been working on it. We've got a team growing. We're building it, but we're making money. I say we because the people I've gotten involved with me, they're making money too. Praise God for that. That counts, okay? Because it's not just a me making money business. It's us making money, okay? So I said that to say I've made $5,500 since I've been in this business. The thing is, this year I've made $1,500. That ain't a large amount, but guess what? That's $500 a month that I didn't have. Just recently got another $500 check. Thank God for that. It's growing. We're just gonna keep building, keep building, keep building.
Hello, my name is Woodrow Venable, and I live just north of Zachary, Louisiana. And I retired in 2010, but prior to that, I've been knowing Bob since the middle 90s, and I worked at Georgia Pacific paper mill in maintenance. And anyway, I was in a similar gold and silver company back in the 90s, around 1996. And I got 3 sons, one that's on the mission field and the other 2 are here in the States. But they were in school at the time. And so I put them in the business, and as I worked my business, I also built their business. We all made a lot of money, somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 together. And I figured that I probably made $200,000 or so myself. And anyway, Bob called me up back November of 2016 and wanted me to come to this meeting, take a look at this business. And like I say, I retired in 2010, and I found out that my retirement and my Social Security, at the end of the month, I wasn't having very, very much money left. And I was kind of needing some tax advantages and some extra income. And so I teamed up with Bob that night that we had the meeting at George's house, and followed Bob's program. Bob knows how to build a business, and I put in the time and the efforts like Bob teaches. And this from the time I got in to now, I've made somewhere in the neighborhood of $17,000. Since the first of this year, I've averaged $1,000 a month. And not to mention, my wife has also made, I think, $1,500 or $2,000 this year. So, probably around $6,000 or so my wife and I have made together.
Hi, my name is Sandra Donaldson, and I am 71 years old, newly retired from Louisiana State University, and enjoying my retirement. I belong to a multi-level marketing company years ago, but I never really felt like I made any money. My husband and I were fortunate enough one night to have Bob call George and say, "You got to have a meeting at your house." And so we invited all the people that we knew that were with us in another company, and they came over. And before they were finished, George saw it and signed up. He and Bob know how to do this business. We're excited about what we're doing. We started making money right away. We want you guys to come along and make some money, get some coins, have some fun, and do it with us.
Hi, my name is Pamela Reed, and in the 90s, Bob and I, we were very much involved with a network marketing company, which was a gold company, and we were somewhat successful, very successful. And when 7K came along, it just about blew our minds, because we saw the integrity that was behind this company, and we knew that, in fact, we just heard this week, Social Security is soon to be playing out before we will hopefully see the end of our days. And we see this as a way of securing our future, and we are sharing it with our sons, and they are starting to see the value in our products. And Bob and I, we were successful, as I said before, and with the system that he uses, I'm telling you, we are successful. I mean, here I am, a bronze already, and we're very excited and looking forward to the future.
Hello everybody, I'm George Donaldson from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've always kind of been self-employed, and back in 1996 got involved with Bob Reed in a gold and silver company. He taught me a system. We were successful there, and I've been full-time in this industry ever since. And because of Bob's system, I've been fortunate enough and blessed enough to make millions of dollars over the years in this industry. Then Richard Hansen, one of the owners of 7KMetals, gave Bob a call and got Bob to partner with him in 7KMetals. And as soon as he hung up with Richard, as soon as Bob hung up with Richard, he gave me a call and said, "Look, George, we got to have a meeting at your house the next day," which was a Friday night, to show us something that he just found out about that was really important. He came over, and folks, I understood the product, gold and silver, loved it from 96, understood the mission of having a company that would give the average person above average income, but the real thing that I liked about it, it had a true residual income. And so the next day, I mean, like, I got on my computer before he could finish talking, and I signed up. And the next day I simply went to work sharing the 7KMetals story. And by the end of the week, I'd earned my first 7KMetals $1,000 check. The next week I earned another 7KMetals $1,000 check. And I've earned lots of checks along the way. And fortunately for me, I just ranked up to silver, and it was really nice to go up to that $3,500 a week paycheck. And folks, there's nothing better than 7KMetals, and I am a 7KMetals lifer.
Okay, I'm Bob Reed. I think I'm a recent silver with 7KMetals. I have to admit that I've just kind of been laying back, because I've achieved my dream once before in my life back in the 90s. I almost went bankrupt. I'm a chemical engineer and MBA. I made tons of money in the corporate world, what less than 2% of the people make as a salary. And I earned that, but I had no life. Network marketing hit me square in the face. And I had to jump in. I had to do it because I was looking for a life. I wanted to own my own life, like most entrepreneurs do. I had an entrepreneurial spirit. And in trying to do it full time when I left the corporate world in 1994, I almost went bankrupt. About $120,000 in debt on my credit cards, trying to make an old multi-level marketing company work that had already gone through its momentum phase. And about in 1996, a guy that I was prospecting for my multi-level marketing company came over and he dropped 10 1/10-ounce gold coins in my hands. And he said that was the product of his company. And I asked him, I said, did they ship you these things? Because I knew what it was. And I asked him if the pay plan was a binary. Because, see, that was the thing that was destroying my networking company at the time. I'd build it and it disappear. I'd build it and it disappear because the multi-level marketing industry was transitioning back in the mid-90s into what is known as the new form of network marketing. And because of computer age and that I did the 96, we didn't really have the computers like we do today. We did everything on paper, money orders, sign up, and it didn't have a residual in our gold and silver business, but I made millions. And it set me up and my wife up and our family up for the rest of our lives financially. And if you've ever wanted to own your own life, and I'm talking about own your own life, you know what owning your own life means? It means you don't have to get up and go to a just over broke job. Or even if you own your own company, but you dread to get up and do what you have to do to pay bills, that's not owning your own life. Owning your own life is getting up. You know, I don't start my day before 9 o'clock. Everybody knows me, knows do not call Bob Reed before 9 a.m. Because number one, I'm not going to answer my phone. and that's the way it's been for me ever since 1996. Owning your own life means, Rod, you can go whenever you want, do whatever you want, you have no debts, you can pay your bills, and you know, I had a very comfortable life until Richard Hansen called me up, and we were involved in a great flood of 2016 in Baton Rouge, and I was restoring my 87-year-old mom's home that flooded in a non-flood area, but with no flood insurance. And my oldest son lost his home in the flood, totally lost his. And so I was really busy trying to help restore life. And we had 5 families living in our home at that time. And so I wanted a lot of people out of my house. You know, I wanted them to get back in their own homes. But we could afford it. Richard called me up and said, Bob, we're going to do it all over again. 5 on the left, 5 on the right, make a $500 cycle check, man. 5 on the left, 5 on the right, make $500. Well, to me, it was a no-brainer. You know, opportunities in your life come around to very few people only twice in your life. That first company that I made those millions with did not have a residual income. It was just in, it's out, and it's done. You make money and you collect gold and silver, okay? Thank goodness for the gold and silver we collected, okay? But I called up George. We got 15 people that decided to meet with us that night. All of them joined. I put them all on the same side all together. And then I called up a few people in other parts of the states and said, hey, look, y'all need to take a look at this. Join me. We're going to do it all over again, except I can't do anything and for at least a year or so. But I'll give a meeting. I'll return calls. I'll help you out. Well, it was back in January of 2019, this year. I told my group, I'm ready to go to work. Okay? And so we went from copper to silver. And believe me, earning an extra $5,000 a month this year, oh, that's just me. Oh, my wife earns money too, so she's a bronze. Do you know, I was just discussing to my wife driving over tonight that we make double with 7KMetals in a month than we draw from our Social Security and our retirement checks. An industry I worked at and made a salary that less than 2% of people make in America, and we make double in 7KMetals. Do you know just that alone would make anybody's life a whole lot more comfortable? And the company's only 2.5 years old, and we're going to explode this all over the country just like we did with our business in the 90s. I am really going to work, and I'm looking for team members who want to own their own life. If you want to own your own life, you want to be financially free, you want to set yourself up for the rest of your life, and you want a residual income, then you hop on our team. You hop on our team, and you grow with us. We'll show you how. I've got a system. It works. It's proven. I built an organization of over 70,000 people before, and we're going to build one of 150,000 with this, because we're going to take this one around the world. You want to be on our team? You join us, and we'll show you how.